All right, let's move on to Microsoft. Shanafan writes in and says, now that we are 4 years removed from the original Xbox One announcement of a system that has DRM with 24-hour check-ins, do you wish that this original idea still happened? The idea of buying a physical game and being able to play it digitally as the same purchase has always seemed a sweet concept to me. Would Microsoft have been better off or worse off today if this idea stayed?
Worse off. And it's not because it's a bad idea. Just because it's, I think...
Not everybody did it.
Huh?
It's because the competition didn't do it.
Well, that's part of it. And also, not everyone has internet access all the time. Not everyone is in areas where there is internet. The problem is, the solution isn't there for this type of system. It's just the infrastructure doesn't exist. It kind of is.
For some.
Well, no, I mean, Netflix has shown that you can have the offline, you download a portion and you have that to watch offline.
Yeah.
The technology is there now.
This doesn't. This system did not. It would require, again, that check-in. Yeah.
But the real problem was Sony didn't do it.
Well, that was, yes. If Sony did it, then they would have done it too. And I'm sure the three of us probably would not have had issues with it probably at any point, but
probably not.
No, but you hear from people who just live in areas where the internet just isn't there. It just isn't very good yet.
But how about for you personally?
I think that's called Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
How about for you personally, saying that you do have, consistent internet? Would you prefer the original vision of the Xbox One had come to fruition, and then you could, I don't know, what's the big plus was that you could you could own the disc and own it digitally on all your consoles, I guess, if you had multiple consoles. Look, I'm not sure like there was a big enough bonus there to require a big enough upside to require that check-in, that online check-in.
I can't even remember what all the bonuses were to this stupid idea now.
It was mostly, I think, that you could, if you had multiple consoles, you could play that game on all of them, even if you bought if you bought the disc. I think that was pretty much it. And, of course, the big problem was there were just so many unanswered questions. They didn't have any.
There were a lot of unanswered questions, and it was all centered around. Basically, they were selling a console centered around DRM as a focus point.
Right. And
that's a bad idea, because the last thing anyone who plays video games wants to hear in any context is DRM.
Right.
Like, oh, we have the best DRM. No, the best DRM is no DRM. No, ours is the best. No, it isn't. Stop it. Right. Shut up and stop trying to sell me a camera.
I guess it would have, we never really got the whole vision. It was so.
Well, they scrapped it. They scrapped it before E3.
They never had at least they never gave us the complete vision. Like, they never told us how used games were going to work. There was supposed to be some method that you could do, but
that's right, because once you had the license on your console, then only that game could be used. There was some weirdness for the whole thing. Like, it just didn't. It was so long ago.
4 years. I know.
It seems so long ago. Boy, did they screw that up. They screwed that up so badly. And I like Microsoft. I think the Xbox One is great. But boy, did they mess that up.
Nobody would deny that. I'm sure even Microsoft employees would realize that.
Yeah. Oof. So much that connect. What a bad idea. Such a bad idea. And they were, and the product that kind of gets it right was so close behind it. The Echo, the Amazon Echo. If instead of the Kinect, it was more like an Echo, where your console didn't even need to be on, and you could just walk around the house and ask it things.
But you have to carry the console around with you?
No, I mean, like, you have.
It could be in the power save mode, and
sure.
When you keep it in the power save mode, you could just walk past the living room and say, "Hey, Xbox, what's the weather going to be?" And then it would tell you the weather. Or you could say, "Hey, sure. Xbox, play a song," and it would just play the song off your TV speakers. That would, without having to turn your TV on, and do all the functionality that the Echo does. and then you could have it turn on your TV, and then you could have it change your channels, and then you could have it go play your game, and then you could use it to go
play
shopping.
Star Wars Connect.
Yeah, but exactly. And the only things you wouldn't be able to do is play Kinect games, which they don't, which clearly doesn't seem to be an issue. I mean, they were so close to getting it right, but they focused on the wrong part of it. They focused on the camera and not the microphone.
Well, of course they did, because the Wii was such a huge hit that everybody thought motion gaming was the future.
And the future isn't. It's voice. The future was voice.
Kind of.
Kind
I don't
of.
know.
I mean, Siri, Amazon.
Yeah,
There's a Google one.
some of that
AI.
stuff. Some of that stuff is far fetched as well. Nobody's shopping with their voice.
No,
That's the most
I
cumbersome
bought one
thing to
game.
do.
I think I bought
Well, yeah,
one game
but
that way
you
once.
bought that game because you saw like an ad on Twitter or something.
Oh yeah, totally.
And then
Say
you had to
this
like
and do
go look up and say exactly that thing to your Amazon Echo.
But if
it was
you
like,
were sitting in front of your TV and the voice commands really worked, and you could say, Xbox buy
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2, and it would go to the store without you having to pick up the controller.
well, that
and
was the
then
dream,
that's-
right?
Huh?
Wasn't that the dream? Like, couldn't
That-
you kind of do that?
That was the
anyways?
dream, and they just didn't get it to work because, again, they stuck a stupid camera in the box. You take out the camera, you put in a better microphone, it still would be cheaper than having a stupid camera in it. It also wouldn't have to sit on top of your TV. It could sit behind your TV. It could sit next to your TV.
It could be built
sit
into
under
the
your
controller.
TV. Yeah, you could attach it to the controller. You have a lot more freedom. It probably wouldn't even have had to have been wired. But instead, they screwed it up because of the dumb camera. Dumb camera.
Stupid camera.
Stupid camera ruined everything.
All right, that's enough Microsoft.
Because that's the future that I want to live in.
talking.
Talking.
By the way,
wanna
I did.
shout. at
You said
everything.
nobody uses orders products with their voice. I did order ping pong balls via Alexa.
Yeah, see?
And it worked.
How do you even know what ping pong balls you get then?
Because I'm reordering stuff that I've ordered before.
Exactly. You didn't like start that way.
Well, here's what happened. I said, I don't want to say it like Alexa.
But what's going to happen? You're going to have more ping pong balls come. It'll be all right.
Okay, it said,
Say lady. Hey, lady.
I said, hey lady,
Mhm.
reorder ping pong balls. And then she was like, well, you bought two different kinds of ping pong balls. Do you want the outdoor ping pong balls or do you want the yellow ping pong balls or the orange ping pong balls? And I said, I want the orange ping pong balls. And then 2 days later, I had orange ping pong balls.
That was a hell of a story.
Thank you. The system works. That's the point.
I know. And how cool would it be if your Xbox could do that? And when you set it on your TV was on, it would show you the product.
Yeah.
Is this what you mean? And then you'd be like, yeah, that's what I mean. And then you'd have it 2 days later.
No, I mean,
Stupid
we've talked
camera.
about this so many times, how we
Ruins
thought they
everything.
should just build a microphone into the actual console or the controller and then just focus on the voice stuff. And oh, well.